Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, today we have Diddy back in the news. Well, not back in the news. He's been in the news. I think I just saw something recently about him on his private jet, and then I saw something about him selling one of his houses and something about him going whitewater rafting and all that type of stuff, y'all. So he's been in the news, but it's just been stuff that, I didn't care to give my 2 cents about, but this is. So I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this, y'all, today. Yeah, y'all. So anywho, let's get into this article to see what they're talking about, y'all. So it says Diddy hired a former porn star to have sex with people at some of his legendary parties and threatened to blackball her and her model boyfriend if she didn't comply, according to a new lawsuit she filed. Audria English, and I guess I'm saying her name right, y'all. Is it Audria? So, anywho, y'all, Audria English, who says her porn stage name was Omonique, says she first met Diddy around 2004 when her boyfriend was auditioning for a Sean John modeling gig. In the docs obtained by TMZ, Audria claims things got freaky with Diddy right out of the gate. Audrey claims her boyfriend and another model were asked to perform oral sex on Diddy in order to get the job. She says her boyfriend refused, but he got a second chance when another Diddy associate offered him the job, as long as he got Audrey to work as a go-go dancer at Diddy's upcoming white parties in the Hampton. Y'all, let me get up off of this article for a minute because where I'm from, we listen to go-go music. So I've always, every time I hear go-go dancer, associated with stripping or whatever, it's almost like just say stripper. I mean, you saying I'm a go-go dancer. I go to go-go's and dance. So I'm a go-go dancer, but not that type of go-go dancer that they're talking about. So I just kind of just hate to see that go-go dancer associated with, with all of this because like I said, from where I'm from, we listen to go-go music and we go to go-go clubs to see go-go bands, and we're go-go dancers because we go there and dance. So yeah, I don't know, I was always bothered by that, seeing go-go dancer associated with with stripping and all of that. But anywho, y'all, back to the article. So she and the boyfriend agreed, and she indeed worked the party over Labor Day weekend 2004. The lawsuit includes pics of her there. It says that she subsequently worked other Diddy parties where she regularly had to drink alcohol laced with narcotics like ecstasy and was encouraged to flirt with guests. Y'all, let me get up off of this article again because I'm just kind of, I like, this is not her first Diddy. She didn't just work one Diddy party. She worked multiple Diddy parties and knew what the deal was. As she said, she regularly had to drink alcohol laced with narcotics like ecstasy. So why you kept going back? I mean, I guess the money was good. I guess the money was good, but what happened is as to why she's suing about it now. I mean, well, let me finish reading the article, y'all. I just be so, like I said, if it's something, if you go somewhere, if you go to a party and you're being asked to do things at that party that you don't agree with, or things going on at the party that you don't agree with, why would you go to the next party? Like I said, the money, which I'm sure it was a Diddy party, so I'm sure that the money was, the money was there. But now you're complaining about it. So, like I said, y'all, let me finish reading this article because as of right now, I'm really not get like, why you go back. So anyway, let me finish reading this, y'all. So although she did not have sex with guests initially, she claims Diddy groomed her into sex trafficking over time. Audrey claims things ratcheted up when Diddy demanded she have sex with Jacob Arabal, famously known as Jacob the Jeweler in hip hop. According to the suit filed by attorneys Ariel Mitchell Kidd, Esquire, and Stephen Metcalf, Esquire, she had forced sexual intercourse with him and then was paid an additional $1,000 on top of what she usually got for working Diddy parties. This is a picture of her, Audria, with Jacob the jeweler. So it said that she took a photo with Jacob after the alleged assault while still at the party and claims Diddy himself personally congratulated her for having sex with Jacob as directed and told her job well done. Jacob is listed as a defendant in the suit. Okay, so this picture right here is Audrey and Tamiko Thomas. So I guess we about to find out who Tamiko Thomas is. So continuing with the article, y'all, Audrey claims things got worse after that because she was being passed off to other people at Diddy parties. And they too sexually assaulted her. She's also suing a woman named Tamiko Thomas, who she accuses of facilitating Diddy's sex trafficking operation. In fact, Audrey says Tamiko is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein. So, okay, so this girl right here is saying that this woman right here, Tamiko Thomas, is Ghislaine Maxwell. If you know, most of y'all that's listening to this video are very familiar with Jeffrey Epstein, who he is, what he did, and what happened to him, and all of that type of stuff. And if you're familiar with Jeffrey Epstein, then you're familiar with Ghislaine Maxwell. I never knew how to really pronounce her name. I think it's Ghislaine from how I hear other people pronouncing it. But y'all know who she is. And so she's saying that Tamiko Thomas is the Ghislaine Maxwell for Diddy. And a lot of people were thinking that Carisha Young Miami was the Ghislaine Maxwell. But to be honest, y'all, Young Miami, just like I said, I've always said about her, she's airheady to me. Like she's an airhead. And that's just the way I feel about her. She's an airhead and she's not that smart. So when people were trying to say that she was Ghislaine Maxwell, I'm like, I don't know, is she smart enough? You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, she's not the Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, not from this woman's claims. Tamiko Thomas is the Ghislaine Maxwell, y'all. So I guess we'll find out more about that. To come since her name has come up. So we'll be finding out more about her very soon, I'm sure. But anyway, y'all, so back to the article. She also claims Diddy promised to advance her career. Y'all keep believing that dude. That dude keep promising to advance people's careers. And anyway, y'all, back to the article. I got off for a second again. But anyway, even helping her join a girl group to enter the music business, but backed it up with forceful demands and threats to blackball her and her boyfriend from the industry if they didn't comply. She says she eventually did escape and returned to California in 2009 and believes Diddy blackballed her and her boyfriend as punishment. We've reached out to reps for Diddy and Jacob the jeweler, no word back yet. Audrey claims she has suffered emotional trauma, including intimacy issues and painful memories as a result of the alleged sex trafficking. She's suing Diddy, Bad Boy, Tamiko Thomas, Jacob the jeweler, and others seeking unspecified damages. So this is just y'all, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm blaming. I don't want to sound like I'm victim shaming. I don't want to sound like I'm doing that because that's not what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, it's just a couple of, because like I said, where was that? Like I said at whatever part in the article, y'all, why would you keep why would you go back? Why would you go back? Not just one time, not just twice, not just three times. You continue to go to this man's parties. And just like I said, y'all, I mean, I'm not really blaming her because we're talking about Diddy. And, we know the type of guests that he has at his parties, especially those type of Diddy parties that people be talking about. So there was a lot of money there. And, I'm sure she was getting paid very well. She was getting paid very well. This thing about this additional $1,000 on top of what she usually got for forced sexual intercourse, y'all, just like I said, $1,000. well, that's these days. That's these days. In the in recent days, $1,000 really is like 50 cent, y'all. $1,000 kind of, well, when you think about it, $1,000 really didn't go a long way. In 2004, when I guess when this was going on, I get, yeah, back in 2004, the early 2000s or whatever, $1,000 still was, but it's still, I mean, I guess it was okay, but it still wasn't a lot of money. But to be paid $1,000, I just, like, this part right here, I just can't get over this. Like, she had, like she said, she had forced sexual intercourse and then was paid an additional $1,000 on top. So it was forced, forced sexual intercourse, which meant that she did not agree to it. But for them to throw, like, you doing something to throw an extra $1,000 on top of what she usually got for forcing her to have sex, y'all, that's just crazy to me. And then, like she said, Diddy, he's congratulating her and talking about job well done. And y'all, this just sounds crazy. This just sounds kind of crazy. And then, like I said, this girl right here, Tamiko Thomas, I've never heard of her. But again, if y'all seen any of my Diddy videos, not just the Diddy videos, if y'all seen any of my videos at all, where I'm giving my 2 cents on what these celebrities have going on, you would know by now that I don't know a whole lot going on with them as far as through the years and whoever is supposed to be and all that type of stuff, because I really didn't stay in these people's business like talking about, especially if I wasn't a fan of them. And if y'all seen any of my Diddy videos, y'all also know that I am not a fan and never was a fan of him. So a lot of this stuff that I'm hearing about him right now, a lot of stuff I've been hearing, a lot of stuff people just talked about just throughout the years, and it was rumors and so said this and all that type of stuff, but nothing was ever proven, like, as far as I knew. But now, this stuff is starting to come out, y'all. So I don't never heard of Tamiko Thomas, but like I said, with all of this stuff coming out, I'm sure that people are digging up on. We know how the internet do, so people digging up stuff up on this woman right now. So I'm sure that something about her will pop up on social media or whatever in days or weeks or whatever to come, because a lot of people are probably trying to figure out who this woman is, because like me, a lot of people probably never heard of, and also like me, a lot of people are not in these people's business like talking about, so we don't know a lot of what's going on with Diddy or whoever else. So like I said, y'all, we'll hear more about her coming up. I'm absolutely certain of it, because we know how the internet does. And we'll also be hearing more about Audria, more about her as she filed the lawsuit, and then you have all of this coming up and all of that. So, y'all, it's just crazy. I don't know why this man is not locked up yet. Like, his lawyers are working overtime, because with all of these claims and all of this that he has going on against him, I don't understand, because they will lock other people up for far less crimes, far less, things they would lock them up. But then again, at the end of the day, we are talking about Diddy. And we know, like I said, I think that he's been stripped of his power. That's done and over with. If it wasn't done before the Cassie video, he was definitely powerless after that video. So it's not like, people are scared of him or scared to speak out against him, because he doesn't have the power to blackball them in the industry. But he still have, I'm sure, a couple of industry friends that's out there that's willing to do whatever, do his dirt, since he really can't do it. But yeah, y'all, it's just all crazy. So before I end this video, something else that I saw on Media Takeout. So the Manhattan law firm who was representing Diddy cut ties with him because Lady Gaga threatened to leave. So the law firm who he was with is Grubman, Shire, Masalis, and Sachs. And Masalis, that his name, I just did a video about Diddy and Jonathan Oddie and and all of that. And that's where I heard Ben Masalis. That's why I heard that name. So that name jumped out to me when I saw this article, y'all. But yeah, it says that Lady Gaga threatened to leave them if they didn't cut ties with Diddy. So they dropped Diddy as a client. And then Lady Gaga, I'm not going to read this article, y'all, but it's on Media Takeout if y'all want to go out there and read it. But anywho, as I was saying, y'all, so Lady Gaga said that if they didn't drop Diddy, then they would lose her as a client. So of course, with all that Diddy has going on right now, that would be, that probably wasn't a hard decision to make. But anyway, y'all, so then I think Lady Gaga came back and said that she didn't have anything to do with them dropping Diddy as a client. I didn't read this, y'all, but I'm assuming that she's saying that she didn't say it or whatever the case may be. But anywho, at the end of the day, they dropped him, dropped Diddy as a client. So I don't know who's representing him now because they were representing him with all that he had going on up until this point. So I don't know who's representing him now, y'all. As I see right here, they said Diddy has reportedly been with the law firm for more than 2 decades. So while this man had all this stuff, while he was doing all that dirt and all of that he was doing, these people were representing him. So, Lady Gaga, well, she said that she didn't, but you know. I can see them not wanting to. I can see her saying something like that and them not wanting to lose her as a client. So, with all that Diddy had going on, all that he has going on right now, just like I said, that probably wasn't a hard choice to make to drop him. But, yeah, just like I said, y'all, at the end of the day, why is he not locked up yet? Why is he not locked up yet? But, Anywho, y'all, that was the most recent Diddy news, a new lawsuit. It's an update. I saw this before I started reading this article, and before I got off of it, I meant to come back up here to see what the update said, y'all. But this update is from, I'm assuming, 3:30 p.m. today, or was it yesterday? Or not even yesterday. This was July 3rd, so I'm assuming 3:30 p.m. on July 3rd, I guess. But anyway, y'all, so what the update says is Diddy's attorney, Jonathan Davis, tells TMZ no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone. We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason and without proof. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail against these and other baseless claims in court. And y'all, I think at this point right here, hearing Mr. Combs is confident that he will prevail and all of that, I think everybody kind of threw their hands up at this point because he was adamant about Cassie's claims not being true. He was very, very adamant about that, but yet he paid her an unsubstantial amount of money. What was it, like 30,000 or something like that? But he paid her in less than 24 hours while still saying that she was lying and the stuff that she was saying was untrue and he didn't do this and he didn't do that. And then video footage came out of what she was, of exactly what she said. So what exactly did she lie about? So, like I said, y'all, at this point, people just throwing their hands up at ain't nobody hearing about him being, nobody's caring about hearing about him being confident and so is lying and all of that. Nobody cares to hear that because at the end of the day, everybody, I'm not going to say that he did with this woman. I'm not even going to say that I believe all of these people. I'm not going to say that I don't believe them. I don't believe Diddy. I don't believe him off the top, but I can't, just because I don't believe him, I can't say that these people coming out with these new claims and all of this, that their agenda is something totally different, if they really are out for a payday. So I guess, we don't know if they're lying, telling the truth. We don't know whatever, but I guess we'll see, y'all, because this is just we're going to see all of this play out. We're going to see when the court trial, we're going to see all of this play out. So I guess we'll know then. But, like I said, I don't know this woman, and I can't say if I feel that if she's telling the truth or not. But with Diddy's track record, I was about to say something, but I'm going to leave it at that, guys. But anywho, y'all, I am out of here. Thank y'all for watching my video. I'm out.